Welcome to a very special edition of Stop and Talk. Today it is just me. Christopher has not decided to join. He's going to stand there and do his homework. Today is just me. This is, I want to say, the first official episode of Stop and Talk. The previous episode that I have done did not go so well. Some of you guys don't know, but it was me and Chris, and we said some very questionable things that I will not say because that's the reason that we didn't do it. And yeah, it was really bad actually. We're saying things about our like people who we would like fuck, people who we would like do things with, and it was like very personal. And I'm just like, no, we're not gonna share this online. I had actually posted it and then removed it because if anybody who we had mentioned would have saw that, whew, that would have been the worst. So now we're restarting, and I'm doing it with just me. It's been a while since I've done one. Actually, it's been like a solid 3 weeks, 4 weeks since I've done one, and I missed it. I missed it. I missed this talking. I haven't had somebody to do it with. Chris does not want to do it one with me. He wants to do his homework. He always tells me he wants to do one with me, and he's like backs out at the last minute, like somebody. But that's how people be. I'd actually prepared some topics I wanted to talk about. Mm. Yo, this guy's going crazy. He's just dancing. Hey, bro, if you want to be part of the podcast, you could just come by.
Right here.
If you want to come by, you could come by.
Depends on like if you're getting bored, just ask me a question. I'll like.
Yeah, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never done one alone, actually. This is very weird. I hope this sounds good, because I'm going to post this for sure. If this sounds weird, this is going to suck. Um, Today was a shitty day, though. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I had a pajama day today. And I wore these, like, super yoga pants. Like, the most hippie pants you'll ever see.
White genie pants.
Yeah, they were the most white genie looking yogi pants you'll ever see. Like they're baggy, they were green. They had like horses on it. You know, like not horses, like elephants. Like you know those what are those things again? The Hindu? Yeah, Hindu. The Hindu religion like elephant god on it. Yeah, there's a
God do.
oh God do?
God do. I think.
God do. If we're saying that wrong, I apologize. Yeah, so that was a pretty it was fun. But then I played basketball in the morning like usual. Got my shots up. I missed a lot in the morning, and that puts you in a bad mood. I find when I shoot and I make a lot of my shots in, yo, I'm on my way. But that's all I have going for me. After that, I'm just a lonely fuck. So I don't really have much else going on for me other than my shots going up in the morning. After that, yo, the day just sucks. You start with these math, you start with these sciences. Oh God, I can never catch a break. What did we have today, Chris?
Hmm?
What did we have today? What did we start with?
My schedule's right there. You need to see.
Oh, I'm not gonna roll. It's gonna make too much noise. I think we had. Oh, we had math. Oh, and that's how you know it's a shitty day. And we did like theory. Just saying that
Not
word.
bad.
Just saying that sounds boring. I was bored.
Not bad. It was actually pretty easy.
Nah, it was boring. Like I wanted to shoot myself. She literally said the word theoretical. You already know it's boring if she says the word theoretical.
It's just easy though. It's just like you write about it, so it's not that
You're
hard.
doing the homework right now. Don't tell me it's repetitive and boring.
It's not
Exactly.
bad so far.
All right, that's your opinion. I find it boring, but I guess it is doable. I mean, it is very doable. But after that, we have gym, and then this is where the frustrations begin for me. I was able to tolerate math because you know what? I could take it. I'm good at it. I could take it. I could do some easy things in my head. But then we start with gym, and I know what you're thinking immediately. Oh, Frankie, it's gym class. You do nothing.
By the way,
You do nothing.
just your voices in your head.
What?
Just the voices in your head telling you that it wasn't actually. And no one really asked you.
What do you mean?
Somebody asked you like, "Oh, Jim, don't you like that, Frankie?"
Well, listen,
It's just
this
like, "What's up?"
podcast is going nowhere. I could tell you that for sure. There's too many podcasts in the world. But on the one chat, so there's one viewer who actually stayed to listen to 5 minutes and 12 seconds into this. Congratulations! And if you asked that question, then there you go. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So then we go to gym class, and now again, like I said again, you might be asking, Frankie, it's a fucking gym class. How can you not be enjoying that? Well, I'll tell you why. I had to play with the most unathletic freaking muggles who
Muggle.
sit around and when they serve. Oh, we're doing volleyball by the way, so you can even imagine. We have to fucking cycle through, and sometimes I would have to watch them. Watching them was sad. I'll just put it that way. And I lose like
I can guarantee that.
I lose like 2 games, and then this little guy here, freaking. You want to see her name? Who is this? That's not Brianna.
No, but like, would you?
See her in person.
Mm.
We're not gonna start this today. We're not gonna start saying names. Yo, I already said a name. I'm a freaking idiot. Yo, yo, if you're watching this, man, which I don't think you will, that's not who you think you are. It's another Brianna, that one who lives in London. Um, so yes, I'm watching these freaking volleyball people. I'm watching these volleyball, and they can't serve for cack. And oh my god, like all you want to do is punch them in the face and just say, "Why are you unathletic, you narp?" And if you don't know what narp is, it's a non-athletic regular person. Yes,
Okay.
I'm not a Hitler.
No, 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 no. Who I was talking about, right?
Who? Who? Yo, no, he was chill. He was
You
super
kept
chill.
punching the ball. I kept
He's
pissing
super
me off.
chill.
You kept pissing me off, bro.
I won't say his name, but yo, actually, I will say this. I'm not saying anything sexual. Constantine is a chill guy, like super chill. Probably like a new friend of mine. I would like the only thing I don't like about him is the fact that whenever I hang out with him, he makes it so obvious that him and Bianca are dating, and they put me in the third wheel
Mm-hmm.
so quickly. Like they put me in the third wheel faster than I can say onomatopoeia. Yeah, being in the third wheel sucks. Like, oh my god, I've had so much experience being in the third wheel.
Actually, sometimes I actually really like it because it's like you see the relationship is going downhill. You
Okay,
can
but
tell
no,
where
no,
it's
no.
going.
Okay. Just think about it like this. I'm in third wheeling a couple that just got together like a month ago, which means they're in the honeymoon phase. Honeymoon phase. Third wheel. That's like being on like a really fast motorcycle, and you're just at literally that third wheel that's just there made of wood. Why are you on here? Leave. And you feel so out of place. And then I just kind of leave. I kind of just like
How are these things going?
shift away. Look, that's not my place to say, but a long time. I think he's really chill. He's not a fuck boy. He's not a black person. Like,
I give it.
wow, that sounded really racist.
Yeah.
I should put some context into that. Usually this girl who we're talking about usually only really dates like popular guys, and usually it's primarily black.
Can actually
This
see
guy
why
is like
she
a
does
white German guy, and he's actually super chill, and I can actually see why she likes him. Like, it makes sense. Like, be honest, it makes sense. He's chill. He's
Pissed off.
yeah, he play. They both play soccer. He's super nice, and you have to be honest. On a certain extent, he's kind of hot. You have to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, he wears like a fucking wife beater sometimes in class, and you're just like,
Is that actually called a wife?
yeah, it's called a wife beater.
That's so fucking
Yeah, those tank tops. Anyway,
bitches.
hey, you should put the podcast. Be like, yo, post it. Frankie's doing a podcast. This is the first episode, huh? This is actually like my fifth, sixth attempt at doing a podcast. I used to call it podcast, like with a T, but I'm not a pothead, nor do I get high on a daily, so it would make no sense, and I would sound like a common dumbass. So I'm not gonna call it podcasts, but I decided to call it Stop and Talk. I was very close to calling it like something like school related. I was gonna call it like third period or something like that, or like first period. But then it would sound like a hockey channel, and I'm not a hockey channel. Chris, do your homework. Stop dancing. You look like a clown. Oh, if you guys could see him right now. How's the audio, by the way? Do you think the audio's shit right now?
My audio to talk
Your
to you?
audio is probably really bad.
Yeah, but you probably good.
You know what's funny? I listen to podcasts. I listen to Bill Burr podcasts sometimes, or and sometimes he'll be recording and there'll be a guy in the background just talking,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe that's what it'll sound like. And by the way, I understand I'm not the first person going out on a podcast. Podcast has been a thing now for what, like 15 years? It's only been really popular in like the last two, three. And I'm trying this out. I won't say my age, but I'm fairly young. Not done developing yet. I think I'm past the voice cracking stage. So I mean, you could guess from there. I'm old, but I'm also young, and my voice doesn't crack. I guess I'll say I'm between the ages of 10 and 30. You can guess from there. Um, I did say I go to school, but then again, it could be college. You don't know that. But yeah, finding a name for the podcast is always super hard because you want to be as original as possible.
Without like stealing someone else's idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Frankie, you want a real topic?
What?
But nut under nipple. Oh shit, that was disrespectful. Fucking love 21 Savage.
Oh my god.
Poor guy's getting deported though.
Yeah, let's talk about that. 21 Savage getting the. I don't want to talk about it. I feel like a bunch of people have already talked about it, but you know what? Let me give you my take. I don't listen to rap. I listen to Queen. I listen to bands that are actually good. But people have their opinions. 21 Savage, I guess he's good. I don't know a single song. I assume he's Savage, and he's around the age of 21 to 22 to 20. How old is he? 22, 23?
I have no idea.
I'm assuming he came up with the name when he was 21, and I'm assuming that he's Savage. And around that time, Savage was a big word, so you know he's already unoriginal. Sorry if you guys are hating. Fuck you guys. Um, but yeah, what's up? Um, he getting deported. I guess it's rules. Rules are rules. But then again, I feel like he lived here for so long. He paid taxes, did what he had to do. Sucks he has to get deported. It's kind of like saying thank you for giving us money.
Yeah.
Now go back to your Britain, where it rains all day.
The funny part was he said it was from Atlanta. Like he was from the hood.
Yeah.
And like everyone's like now it's like making fun of like 21 Savage. Like one of his main things like 12-car garage.
I want to talk about something.
Sure.
I overheard, and I don't know if this is true, Kim Kardashian is coming to Montreal tonight
Yeah, today at 6
in
p.m.
the Musée de Fine Arts.
Yeah, she already landed. She's probably leaving in about an hour and a half.
Yo, who cares? I heard this over, and people were going crazy over this, and I'm just like, okay, I get it. Her name is Kim Kardashian. Big booty, nice body, I guess. But what else does she have going for her?
Nothing.
She is definitely self-made. I'll say that because you know what? Yes, she did that porn video,
Only reason why
and
she's
she got
famous.
and she blew up. No, but then
That's the only reason why she's
she
famous.
she put in the work to make a show. She put in the work to get out there, and now everybody knows her for being what, a model. I think she's just a model. What does she even do for a job?
She does
What is her day job?
pretty sure she just does at the show.
A CEO of something.
No, that's Kylie.
She's self-made.
Kylie?
You ever seen what she looked like before? She was a nobody. Then she just blew up.
Until her
She took with the
sister made a
resources
porno.
she had and she just blew up.
Until her sister made a porno, and then accidentally all blew up.
Nah, but you can't just say that because
But
look,
it's true.
I could make a porno. Would I blow up?
No, but she was at the time. The only reason why she was famous because of her dad.
Yeah, but
Dad was Jenner, so when you heard Caitlyn Jenner made a porno.
yeah, but Kim Kardashian is not Bruce Jenner's daughter.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Not?
No.
Wait, what was the rapper that she fucked?
I think it was not Jay-Z.
Not even close.
It was
Did he?
no, to spit out random people.
21 Savage. Diddy. Big Sean.
Actually, I gotta switch this up now.
Hold on. Not LL Cool J. Can't remember his name, but yeah, it's because I think she fucked that rapper, and I think she just blew up after that.
Okay, let's switch this up. All right, so oh, there it is.
What?
Ray J.
I never heard of him.
Ray J. I feel like I've heard of Ray J. Yeah, that's who it is. And yeah, but think about it. How did she blow up out of all people? She had to have been famous beforehand.
But like I said though, I feel like it's from Ray J because I feel like Ray J had so much like popularity. When I heard about that, she's like, okay, who's Kylie Jenner? Caitlyn Jenner, and then she started making stuff. And
Kim
everyone started
Kardashian, you mean?
Kim Kardashian.
But she does have a crazy body.
Maybe that's why.
I've seen
people started
pictures.
like her.
You've seen. Everyone's seen pictures of her naked, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on there? Like, insane.
Pepperoni nipples.
What?
Pepperoni nipples.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Not at all. All right.
So Frankie, can I
We
have
are 15 minutes in.
your workbook? Because I don't understand the question.
Oh, I'm not gonna talk math on this podcast. This is going for 15 minutes right now. We just talked about literally nothing. Imagine you guys don't hear Chris right now and it sounds like I'm talking to myself. Oh my god.
Oh, should I?
Anyone hit me up, I dare you. That could be a good thing to monitor. Chris is gonna hit up somebody that I find very annoying, and I won't say the name of who. The girl that lived in London. Um. Oh, you know what? Let me finish talking about my day. Yo, I'm a fucking lonely fuck, guys. Huh? Don't make fun of me. Um. Ooh, actually, I have a great story. A great story. If you guys are interested in the good stories, I have one for you. Now, again, I will not mention my age. You have to guess that for yourself.
23.
I honestly think one day I'm just gonna spill it out. I'm just gonna spill it out. I won't even remember. But I hope maybe I already did. Did I already tell my age?
Yes, you did.
No, I did.
Damn it.
Okay. So yeah, I have a good story. It's Friday night, okay? Let me put you in the mood. You just finished. What did we do Friday?
Huh?
What did I do Friday? Was there something that we did Friday? All right. We'll bring that up later. I want to say that story right now because I'm in the mood for story time.
This one. I want to tell you about that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
How do you have that saved still?
It's not. It's every 24 hours it'll just turn
Oh,
out.
okay. All right. So it's Friday night. I went to school. I got out of school, finished the practice, and you're just like, I'm ready for the weekend. You know that feeling that the weekend started. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go.
Her ugly ass. What's up, bitch?
No. I was not. I didn't care about girls. Right now, I don't give a fuck about girls. Um, I- no, that's homophobic. This is a non-homophobic podcast. Um, okay, so I go to my sister's house, my stepsister's house, with her boyfriend and my stepbrother, and I'm like, yo, whenever I go there, I get a little bucked, and for those who don't know what that means, good, you have good parents, um, and don't infer. So yeah, I go there, and I'm like, yes, we're gonna have the best time. We're gonna go to my dad's, maybe play a little 2K, maybe watch a little movie, maybe eat a nice little big sandwich. And again, if you don't know what that means, you have good parents. Um, but then I get hit up with this. Yo, Frankie, we're not going to your dad's. We're having a party. And I'm like, what? That's freaking awesome. So I'm like, yo, am I invited? And they're like, yeah, man, you're the first person we invited. And I'm like,
Hold on, what does she mean? I'm good.
wait,
M.
1 second, hold up.
I'm good. M. What does that mean?
I'm good. No, nothing. Just I'm good. How about you? Okay. So yo, I'm like, yeah, this is sick. And they're like 25. So there's 25-year-olds coming. There's like German girls on in this party. There's like an historian coming. Yo,
Historian
yeah,
comes
this yo, no. It was like young people. They're like 20, 25.
Okay,
It was super chill.
historian. I'm seeing a picture like a dinosaur, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
80. Like
And there was this guy coming. He was like 30. Steven, I talked to you about that. He was actually on one of our first podcasts when it used to be called podcasts. It was like a demo run. You can't really hear him well. Okay. So the party starts, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be dope. We go buy some like champagne and some beers. I have like this beer that they got me. It's like really like cold and frizzly.
You just
Expose myself,
not expose yourself. Yeah, because I think that's illegal, so they can go to jail, and you can go too for underage.
but they don't know my age. I didn't tell my age yet.
Or so underage drinking.
Stop. I'm not underage though. That makes no sense. I'm actually not underage. Fuck. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you gotta shut up, Chris. You gotta shut up. Okay. Um. Yeah. Like, who's gonna fucking listen to this? A cop? I think I'm gonna.
Never know.
I think I'm the one who's gonna listen to this. This is gonna go on YouTube though. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, the party starts, and we're drinking champagne. I think I had like 5 glasses of champagne, and I don't know why, but champagne hits me really hard. Like, I don't know, but there's something about champagne.
With champagne, I keep hearing champagne. I'm like,
Oh no, champagne, because champagne is so like cold and frizzly and sweet. You just kind of have it like ginger ale, and you forget. You know what I mean? So I have like 5 glasses, and they're like in jar glasses too. I'm having like a solid. I don't even know how much. I think I had like 500 milliliters. And that's why I'm going science. I'm going volume. Um, and I feel a buzz. Then this guy Steven walks in, and this guy brings a wax pen, and I'm just like, yes, this is what I needed right now. Friday night. I'm already a bit buzzed. It's like 10 o'clock. Let's get big. Again, if you don't know that, good parents. So I start sucking on this thing like I'm a freshman girl in my first year of college.
You thought you were sucking your dick.
Yo, like exactly, like I'm like sucking that thing harder than a freaking freshman girl, and I just want that experience, yo. So I'm going off. I don't even know how much I had, more than I would on like a regular like J, and this and I'm stupid, right? Because I just want to have a good time, right? And I forget that wax pens are more powerful than J's, and I had more than I would with an actual J. So you can already tell I'm fucked up, and I mixed alcohol already. What an idiot! I don't recommend that at all. I don't think you guys are gonna listen to me either. And when you do, you will thank me. So I go off. I go off. I get to have a nice time. Yo, I'm partying till like 2 o'clock, and then it hits me. I'm eating a pizza. This is when it hits me, okay? I'm eating a pizza. But pizza, there's no saliva in my mouth at this point. So the pizza's just being chewed, but there's nothing like making it like able to go down. Sorry for my vulgar language. Um,
No, that's true.
yeah, don't touch my Arizonas. This thing goes down. This thing is not going down, and I feel nauseous. I feel worried, and it starts to hit me. I take the pizza out of my mouth, and I just gently, no, I just like discreetly take it out of my mouth, and it's just this dry ball of pizza. Like, I'm sorry to be graphic, but it is. And I just like slip it under the table. Like, I just take it and I put it under the table. I'm just like, no one's gonna see this. I know I'm an idiot. Yo, I'm a fucking loser. Okay, I'm a fucking loser. But anyway, then I'm like, okay, I can't get sick now. There's a thing in my mouth. But then I start looking around, and I start to become aware of everything that I'm looking at. And then I start to think about what I was doing throughout the night and how stupid I looked. And for some reason, that freaked me out. Like, I don't really care, but I start freaking out, tripping balls. And I don't know what happened, but it became overwhelming. I went to go sit on the couch. Yo, I go sit on the couch, and this is where the party starts, by the way. Um, I sit on the couch. I look up, and I start thinking about everything in the universe all at once. Just imagine that. The feeling sucks, by the way. I forget who I am. I start to think that I'm going insane. I'm sweating like crazy. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, I feel like I'm dead. I felt like I was dead and I was going to heaven or hell, whichever. I think I went hell, honestly. I again lucky. Who is that?
Just comes on the screen.
What is up? Who is this? This is
No,
no, we're not playing. We are. I'm in the middle of a podcast. Do you want to say hello? I won't say your name. She's not talking right now. And again, I sound like I'm crazy. Um, where was I, Chris? Oh yeah, so I'm on the couch
Yeah, bye bye.
and I'm sweating like crazy.
No, go away. Get out.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no.
Go away for.
Close
she,
the door.
she's a little underaged. She's a little underage for this story. I don't want to ruin a child's life again. I've ruined many children. Not like that, whoa. But I've ruined many children's lives. Okay, so yeah, I'm on the couch. Not like that, you fucking pervert. Like I've told him secrets. I've been like, yo, girls, huh?
I wasn't thinking about like that. I was just like, who? Like in my head, I was like,
My cousins, yo, I've ruined my cousins' lives already, but in a good way. Like I just like told them about like life when they were like 5. Uh, okay, so I'm on the couch, tripping balls, sweating like crazy. I feel like I'm going insane, thinking about everything at once. Crazy shit, huh? Then I throw up because I get super dizzy.
on your cousins?
No.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
gosh, you fucking stupid. I throw up on the carpet. Yo, I start to try to clean it up with like my hands. I'm a fucking idiot. I get like like a broom. I got the broom. I was trying to sweep up the barf into the broom. Yo, I know I'm stupid. And yeah, terrible, man. Terrible, terrible night. I go to sleep for a little bit. I wake up at like 3 in the morning. Everybody's asleep. I wake up. I go to the kitchen, and I'm really hungry. And all that's waiting for me there is a bit of M&Ms. And as you guys don't know, I am vegan, and M&Ms are very unvegan.
Not really, just chocolate.
It's just the chocolate part,
It's
yeah.
not like you're eating
The candy and the nut.
You
But
make it sound like you eating a slice of
yeah,
cake.
don't worry. I don't care that much. I just find it funny to keep mentioning it. But but so yeah, I just start munching on these things like an idiot, and I realize, oh my god, these are not vegan. So then I stop, and I'm like, no, this is, I remember specifically. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop, but just one more handful, because I'm like, I need to get this out of my system. Cause I'm never gonna have M&Ms again. So I need to get it out of my system. That's it. Went to bed. Next morning, picked up my barf, and I left that house as early as possible because I felt like they all hated me. My sister's like, my sister was so mad at me the next day. Oh my gosh, she told me to clean up that barf, and once I did, I had to like clean my pants.
That's how you know a person is really high. They're doing a Macarena to
Mm-hmm.
like ASAP for Grab with the Mob.
Yo, I was dancing like yo. I had a great time. It was just the barfing part, and I had too much. I went over my limit, and it happens to the best of us. But that's my story, bro. I know that was a little long, but yo, that's an insane. You didn't actually hear the full story, huh?
No,
This is your first time, huh?
he only told me part of it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my thing. Fucking shitty day. And then I was hungover so hard the next day. Like for 2 days, I felt like a dumb person. Like I was playing with my friends online, and it was just, it was not, it was not sexy. I'll just go with that. I didn't feel sexy. I felt like a used condom. That's the best way to put it. All right. Well, that's enough of story time. I have some podcast topics I wanted
Yes
to
or
talk
no?
about. Who, both?
Left. My left.
I think both. I think both. Why not? We're at 27 minutes. I think I'm gonna make this like a nice little short and cute podcast, 45 minutes as our first one. But I have some podcast topics that I wanted to talk about. I take notes, guys. I work hard for this.
Queens with Adam Lambert.
That's the last one. If yes, sir.
Or ma'am.
Somebody keeps entering the room. What's up?
Garbage recycling
I don't know. It's still early.
and shower.
I know.
Mm.
Capuche.
All right.
Hmm?
No, I'm like halfway.
You're trying to wake up a book?
Anything.
Oh, I know it's odd.
This is a very awkward thing. It's okay. I'm doing a podcast.
Sorry, I didn't know. You're talking to somebody.
I was talking to myself this entire time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just listening to music and he's crazy.
Yo, this is hard. Hard. It's okay though. Okay. So the first one I want to talk about. You could offer your opinion, by the way. I wonder if you guys could hear Chris. I wonder if you guys could hear Chris this entire time. Question number one. I wanted to think about this. So podcasts are getting big lately, correct?
Wait, they're getting what?
Podcasts are getting very big. Be honest. You see podcasts around now.
Okay.
You see me talking about podcasts.
Yeah, okay.
And I was wondering if it got so popular, would it work in arenas? Like
Not even close.
like if you had like a big like UFC type stage in the middle and people were just talking for an hour and people would literally sit in an arena and listen.
I feel like they get bored really easily. Because it's one thing listening to it because then you're doing something else, but then if you're just sitting down and watching, I feel like that gets boring.
That's true. I feel like it could be okay. They can't hear you, so it's again, it sounds like I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I think it could work. In my opinion, I think if it was long enough, and if they had like skits, they did skits midway, like it would be like a podcast, but almost kind of like an SNL type thing. Once like they wouldn't prepare for this, like they would just be like, okay, it would be a podcast at the Bell Center, Saturday night at 7, regular time for a concert. You go there, and these two guys, 3 guys, maybe even one guy if you're crazy enough, just sits in the middle on his little microphone, and he'll just talk to himself, talk to the crowd, and it would kind of be kind of like a comedy, like a stand-up,
Okay.
but less prepared, because obviously you prepare for comedy, for stand-up. You prepare for stand-up, but this you don't prepare. You just go in and you just talk. and you discuss with people around you. And I don't know, maybe it could work, maybe it won't. But I think that could be pretty interesting.
Could be.
Yeah. All right. Next question I wanted to tackle. Yeah, I'm gonna tackle this next question. That's how white I am, guys. That's what I said. Oh fuck! I hate doing passwords. Okay. So next question. This was one of my favorites actually. Okay. If I was a girl, okay, if you were a girl, Chris, and I'll try to like do the voice of Chris because you guys can hear him. If I was a girl, tampon or pad? Now I understand this is very graphic, and oh my god, it's fucking gross. But I'm very curious. What would you pick, Chris?
I freebird it.
Okay, Chris wants to freebird it. So Chris, when it comes to time, when it comes to the time of the month, Chris would rather bleed out his entire fucking pants than
Right
put
in the class, bro.
a cork.
Dude, right in the class, you see like old puddle right next to
Yo, that'd be fucking disgusting. And then,
bro, I'd be fucking scared, but then here, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
yo, that smells. It smells too, man.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. Maybe she's getting periods like every day. Oh, that's good. We talked about her on the previous podcast.
Yeah, but then we took it off then.
Yeah, we talked about it, and it was the first time we found it out, and now look where we are. Now she's even crazier. But she's not crazy. She's just going through fuck. I don't know anymore. I'm done defending her. Yo, tomorrow I'm going tubing tomorrow, like a freaking kid. I'm so excited. I haven't been tubing in forever, and I think it's gonna be super dope. I remember just when that light goes off, and that big machine like folds, and you just go down a long ass path, and you're just like, wind in your fucking hair. Oh, I miss it so hard. I miss it so hard. It is the best. The best is actually when you go down the tube and you just kind of like fall out. Oh god. And you like try to climb back up the mountain. Embarrassing. Yo, doing a podcast alone is the hardest shit in the world. Why?
Fucking bitch is 100 pounds more than you.
I just farted.
Yeah?
I just farted.
Okay.
No, I think that could be pretty easy. She just kind of lays there like a whale washed up on the shore.
Hold the blubber and just be like.
Ew. Oh my god.
Imagine instead of pulling about her hips, you just grab the
Yeah, I feel like you changed your mind. I feel like you want to be part of the podcast now. I feel like you want to be part of the podcast now.
That's why I'm like trying to join in.
Admit it, you regret it, huh? No.
Like, if I would regret it, I wouldn't be doing my homework right now.
Well, now you can't join though. I already started it alone. It's okay. Alone won't be a recurring theme. I'm just doing it alone because I really wanted to do a podcast today, and I'm probably gonna end this like really soon because I don't really have much to talk about. This is just really a winged. Like I'm sleeping at my friend's house tonight, and I was just like, you know what? It's been 2 weeks since I did a podcast. No, not even like 4 weeks. And I just want to hit one out. But don't worry, I think the next one, our guest is gonna be Samuel, and he's quite the treat. You guys will hear him out on episode 2. Guys, I'm not gay. No.
He's quite the treat. He's so special to me.
Yeah. Who do you think is the gay one? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna talk about. We have already some things we wanted to talk about. It's gonna be really fun. You should see that like around next weekish. But I think we're gonna end it off for tonight. I know it's really short, like 34, but in all honesty, I gotta shit like a fucking motherfucker. So I'm gonna end this a little early. Chris, if you wanna come closer to the mic and you wanna say anything, if you wanna like say bye-bye. Bubba. All right. You guys can find me. Wait, I gotta do this. Shut the fuck up! You gotta fucking say that shit. Okay. Alright. So, you guys can find me at frank._.0215 on Instagram. And Chris does not want to. Chris, you can find Chris on Young Dolphin. That's what he is. And that'll be all. Okay, wait. We gotta do a sign off. Right, we're gonna do every time.
Gang.
Oh no. That's so not. Okay, so every time we sign off, I'm gonna say ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
How about that?
Okay, and I'll say I hate feminists.
Really?
I really do hate.
All right, let's start a new recurring theme. All right, that has been episode 1 of Stop and Talk. All right.
Feminists.
Ciao for now.